Okay, so we're back now, and since I'm being very unconventional here and trying to replace a piston without separating the halves of my Mercury Optimax, I am going to try and build these cages with the needle bearings and get them installed prior to putting in the new piston and the back of the rod. So wish me luck. 2,4-C is what's recommended to hold the needle bearings and for an assembly lube. I do have some other assembly grease. It's super tacky. We're going to try the 2,4-C first and see if it's enough.
So I got this lid flipped up, and it's kind of hard to see. There's this peg here, and then on the flywheel back
I feel like I should probably put some gloves on.
And that means this is pretty close to top dead center, guys. So I just verified once again, firing order, how all this is set up, and it should be good. So we're going to test it once more, see what happens. So I have decided to adjust this point gap wider. Do that by loosening it and twisting it that way. Make sure the key is off before you do this. It might get a pretty good jolt. You know what I mean? Okay. Now we'll do the key on. Hit the starter again. That might have been a little too far. Bring it back just a tickle. Okay. Key back on. There we go. Now we have consistent spark. So points were adjusted right, and we had firing orders wrong. So someone monkeyed with this at some point. I assume tried to get it running, of course, because it's a good tractor, and came up with the same conclusion that they didn't spark. So now we'll hook all this back up.
Alright.
See what we're getting.
Well, we got a good, way too much grease in there, but we'll get the needles in there and see what happens.
Let me change cylinders here.
And I feel like I should definitely.
And we're running our jump box dead. That's not good.
Oh.
Can't see.
Okay, so they float in there. So that's interesting. That's going to make it a little bit more difficult.
We are. We're fighting it. Wonder if I should just go try to find a battery.
They do fit really nice.
It's going to take quite a while, but let's run the side by side back to the shop. And let's get another jump box, another battery. Maybe I can find some lightning hoses or some plug-a-lators for this thing. Should have some on the shelf. I've got a few of these. And then come back. We got to get sparks or nothing's going to happen. You know what I mean?
I don't really like the fact that they're magnetic. Like they're sticking together magnetically. That's kind of not great scenario.
Got a pair of lightning hoses, and this is a tune-up kit from Tractor Supply. Might be from Massey Ferguson. Oh, that'll work. So we're gonna throw this in. We got something going on here. It's showing the sparks at the points, but that doesn't mean much. So let's just make sure and replace this stuff. Should have.
I do have concerns about the grease messing with my torque readings, but Mercury says use it. Hopefully we can get it all squished out of there.
Okay. I'm also going to pull the #1 sparkulator out, because as I'm rolling this now, I'm seeing a bunch of other smash marks. And
1, 2,
I want to
3,
be
4,
sure
5, 6. 1, 2, 3,
that we're on
6,
TBC.
7, 8. Okay.
Oops, that's a file on a knife. So, we'll pull the sparkulator out. What we'll do is put our finger in the plug hole and verify we have compression, and then we know it's TDC, and then we'll make sure to recognize what mark we have on the flywheel here for future reference. This little cheapy kit came with new sparkulators too. Guess we can throw those in once we confirm spark. Ooh.
Trick when I go to reinstall these is that I've got to set these inside the engine on the crank before I put the piston and connecting rod in there. There's not access from the front side of the motor where I have the reeds pulled in order to fit these in there. They might fit in like this, but I want to, I want them to go straight in, less chance of messing them up. So, but yeah, here we go. I'm not going to be able to use a magnet, I don't think, because it'll just pull the needles out if I use a magnet. I thought about putting a magnetic strip over the outside, but then when I go to remove it, that's going to be a problem because I can't reach my hand in there. So when the needles fall out, I'm gonna have to try and either put the needles back in deep into the engine with basically using picks and whatever I can get in there, or pull it all back out with a magnet and start over. I think while I'm out here in the garage messing around, I think I want to figure out which way this cap goes on the connecting rod. My understanding is these are not cut, they are broke. And there's only one way it will go. Alright, so we'll give you an example here. So if you can see that, wait a minute. That looks like it lines up to a point, but you can see a gap there. Whatever, it's kind of hard to hold that, but I'm going to show you when we get it right. Like this, it looks good, but it just doesn't feel right. I don't know how to explain it, but if I turn this around, you'll know when you get it. It almost clicks in. See that? No wiggle room. But when I go the other way, there isn't never no positive feel or lock. I mean, it still rocks. So, and I mean, it looks somewhat lined up there, but it's just not. But when I turn it around, it actually locks in there, like literally locks in. Like there's grains of metal that are lining up for this to happen. There it is. You heard that. So that's going to be quite difficult inside the engine to get that exactly right. Even sitting here, it was not the easiest thing to get perfectly lined up. But it'll be what it's going to be. I don't like that I can feel that ridge. This side, completely seamless. This side has a ridge. That cannot be a good thing. But if I go the other way, it's just not good. No, I've got a gap and everything. I mean, there's just, no, it has to go this way. Maybe I just only thought I had it exactly perfect. So they didn't have it exactly correct. That's ultimately what happened. Dang, I don't know what I do about that. It's definitely going to be an issue with the bearing. I hate to Scotch-Brite it or anything. It's definitely there. There's no doubt about that. Well, there we go. Just barely still. It's definitely going to be interesting. Alright, so this side here is the top. I want to make sure that I've got a reference point. Just going to use a paint marker and use it for orientation. Nothing too major, but just something to where it's marked. That way I know this, if I don't have the two lines lined up, I know I don't have it lined up right. So this side I won't have anything.